Welcome to the Morningstar series, Ask the Expert. I'm Holly Black. With me is John Miller from the Morningstar Manager Research Team. Hello.
Hi, Holly.
So you're here today because you're changing the Morningstar Analyst Rating system. This is the gold, silver, bronze, neutral, negative badge that you put on certain funds. We're still going to have those badges, but the way you arrive at those conclusions is changing. Why are we doing it?
Yeah, so ultimately, when we look at what's going on in the world of investing, fees, as we all know, can be a drag on your returns. Now, up until now, with our qualitative assessment, as you said, the 5 different ratings rungs, when we looked at a fund's got different pricing. It can have clean share classes with distribution fees included. So a fund can have multiple share classes with different fee levels. Previously, or up until now, we've rated a fund and then every single share class has had the same rating. Now, going forward from 31st of October, when we analyse a fund, different share classes might have different ratings, and that's ultimately down to the drag that price and fees can have.
So that means a clean share class is probably going to get a better rating than an old bundled share class where you're still paying a commission.
Yeah, so when you look at, a sector like UK equities, for example, at the moment investors in clean share classes on an asset-weighted basis might be paying around 85 basis points, according to the numbers that we've looked at, so 0.85%. When you looked at investors that might still be in the bundled share classes where commissions and retrocessions are, it's 1.5%. So when you look at that differential, we think that there could be instances, and when we're reviewing funds, that's enough of a difference that the more expensive share class can have a lower rating than a clean share class. So ultimately, it's about better signalling for investors on where the differences are, and hopefully better outcomes as well.
So it's not all just about price, though. You're changing some other aspects of how you arrive at your analyst ratings.
Yeah, so they're all enhancements, really. We reflect on the work we've done since launching the analyst ratings a number of years ago. And we want to make sure that the golds, bronze, silvers have differentiation, and that the neutral, where we feel there's less chance of outperforming, and negatives, where we've got ultimately a negative view, you get clear differences across the rating spectrum, which help investors with their outcomes. Really what that means is that people, process and parent, the real qualitative aspects that you can focus on as an analyst, we're going to continue that march, and really it's going to be all about that in the analysis that we produce on a qualitative basis. And then the fees come out in the wash as and when you see the different share classes and the different fee structures that exist.
So what does this mean in effect for fund ratings? Are we going to suddenly see all the gold taken away?
I think, from that point of view, the message is people shouldn't fret. In the UK especially, when you're investing today, clean share classes are the way forward. And from the work we've done in terms of testing what the outputs might look like, we see the clean share classes tend to maintain their rating. And then it's the more expensive share classes, so the bundled share classes, that might see a differentiation in terms of a lower one. So, you shouldn't be seeing a wholesale change, but still, when we go and review the managers, the 3 pillars now in effect is what we're going to hone in on. And then also, when we look at each pillar, the kind of messaging we give of our view is going to be more transparent. So whether it's low all the way through to high, below average, average, or below average, we're going to be clearer in the differentiation we see across those pillars now as well.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And thanks for joining us.